Whoop, 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 whoop. Justin Piggy style. All right, we're back with my beautiful niece Emma and my bald brother-in-law Gary. What we're going to do here is I've already done it because my cinematographer has had some issues. And you're going to have to forgive me with the gloves here. I tried to dry them and they didn't end up well. Anywho, trust me, I'm disease free. What I did was here, because I'm not worried about the ribs, I went ahead and started up top, and I will peel this together here like so. And what I did was I made an incision. I got my big scimitar here. Made an incision below those shark's teeth like so. And what I did was I just kept peeling it out. I peeled it out, peel until those ribs came apart, and now I got this nice large hunk of meat right here. Rib free, bone free. And I got these little ribs right here. You can toss these, you can cut them up like so, you know, butterfly, or what do they call that? French style. French style. I'm going to cut them up just like this. Emma loves French ribs. You know what I mean? Right, now you got this beautiful little rack of ribs here. You know, you can throw them out on the grill, marinate them, do whatever you want to, but they're going to go right over here. But now I've got this giant hunk of meat, and what do you do with that? Because you can actually look here. Let me get rid of that right there. You got your top loin. Look at it here. You got your top loin. This is your tenderloin, which is, it runs along the back, doesn't get much movement like everybody else says, you know. They're like, oh, well, it doesn't actually have that much fat in it, so it's dry. But you know what? I don't really care, because I cut this sucker up. I'll trim it out. I'll trim it out like here. I'm left-handed, so you're going to have to forgive me here. I'm going to scoot her over here, and I'm going to make a nice long incision right here. Make a nice long incision right there. Look at that. I fold her over, just grab it with your hand and pull it up, right? And cut that son of a bitch right down through there. Look at that right there. Now you got a nice loin. Nice loin. It gets thin on the end. And what I'm going to recommend is see how thick the fat cap is. I mean, this was a fat old bitch. Anywho, trim that fat to length with the thickness of your loin. See how I got a thick loin right here. So I only need about a ½ inch here. So what I do is I'll cut a ½ inch, and as I go closer to the thin side, this is what I like to do. I like to veer out and go a little thick. Because as Rodney Carrington said, I like my women like I like my chicken. You know, a little bit of fat on the end. You know, not too thick and not too little. Just enough to make me grin. And the thinner the loin, the more fat it needs to be soft. So you go thick, and then you can go thin because this is close to the shoulder, and then you can go thick down here towards the ass end. And that's kind of opposite for a woman because, you know, she normally gets thick towards the ass end, which is what I like. So, anywho, I'm going to quit blabbering, and I'm going to trim this sucker out here like so. Oh, look, I got into it a little bit. Don't worry if you get into it a little bit there. Get in a little meat right there. That's just That's a little bit. Look at that right there. We're going to trim this skin off. Trim that skin right off there just like that. And we're going to make some chicharrones, which I can't pronounce properly. So here we go. Next video. Part what?
9.
Part 9? Really? We're up to part 9.